Well, good morning, my beautiful people. Happy Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of annoyed at this overnight price action. Really just hit all my targets from yesterday. Unfortunately, yesterday was chop city and Tanya got chopped up like salad. And all in all though, I kind of deserve that. I mean, put down lesser risk, but I did anticipate smaller range yesterday, and the market opened. I went to my target in London low at open, and 6 p.m. open filled this little gap down, and Friday's low got hit. I was bearish this week, so that's not my favorite thing when London and Asia expand towards a drawn liquidity. Now it's kind of like, okay, there's not even any news right now today either, so well, what am I going to do? I think the 9:45 news maybe. Let me check again. Yeah, 9:45 flash manufacturing PMI, but really the unemployment claims on the PCE are the larger news of this week. Next week is NFP. Not my favorite thing to see, really. But oh well, I mean, that's just gonna happen sometimes. And it is frustrating, but it's okay. It literally is just like you can't be awake at all times of the day. And also it's just gonna happen where it doesn't expand during New York, it expands during Asia or London. So did ES hit Friday's low yet? I don't believe so. Okay. It's an little alert for that. Did ES hit the SIBI yet? No. Yeah, ES could be heading for here. Weekly busy. That's why I just say FEG. It's easier. Weekly FEG. Yeah, I mean, these are some lows here. Okay. Well. I got a new mic in the mail. I'm gonna install it today. Alright, we also have to keep in mind now we have like a huge gap down happening. I have a huge opening range gap. NQ is going to open up around here. That's 264 point gap down. And same thing, ES, 50 point gap down. So really, if average range of NQ is like around 300 points, we already moved most of the range for the day. Gonna be tough for sure. Definitely gonna size lower again today. Because as I said, I typically do better towards the end of the week and also when there's higher impact news. I don't like giving money back at the end of the week. I mean, and then you're already starting at a low point. Just tough. I've done that plenty of times. It's probably around where I'm gonna start off. Just preemptively doing that. About 5 minutes until open. Oh. Super annoying when I got that text message from TradingView saying at 6 p.m. NQ crossing below London low. Okay. Time distortion, right? I was waiting for really earnings to commence it or whatever else, whatever news is in store for the rest of the week. Close this candle. Close of this candle. Okay. There's the 6 p.m. open here. Ready to lock in this week. Lock in. When I said, yo, Tanya, any trades yet? Bro, like, equities are not even open yet. Some of y'all would love to just, like, come on over here and click the button for me. It's okay. 2 minutes until open. Good morning, Christopher. We trade Forex, no futures on this channel. Someone here does not like the Yankees. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate you. Someone asked Tanya, what trade did you take yesterday? I made you 1K on Tops Up Live. They mentioned you. I took the short during lunch, but it doesn't fucking matter. Later on, they should have mentioned I lost it. So, because I decided to overtrade. I'm not perfect at all. Gotta make a video. I was so exhausted yesterday. I was looking. I'm telling you guys, I overtraded in that shop later in the day too. And it was stupid of me. I'm not perfect. I accept it. Journaled it. Thought about it. I was like, yeah. Happens. And I said I wouldn't do it, and I fucking did. It's crazy when you say something, you still do the wrong thing. You know better, but like your body is like already rebelling against you or something. I don't know. Your body's rebelling against your mind. So bad. So bad. I took this short during lunch. You can find some fair value gaps here. Just to take, if you anticipate it back to 50% of the range, you could do that. If you look at the hourly, you could anticipate it to take out the hourly low also, but yeah. It's definitely a weakness. I mean, look how ugly that is, by the way. What the heck is this on the 1 minute? Ah! Not perfect. Although I'd like to be, it's not going to ever happen. I don't have OCD, people. I have perfectionism. Okay, let's diagnose Tanya in the chat, actually. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, the open here. But you know, you guys, it's 40-50. You know what I realized? Actually. And this does make it a little difficult, but this is something where I'm gonna refine how I trade a little bit. And I feel like I have in the past, but I sort of did not make it as like written out concrete. And this is where, you know, where you really improve is when you think about your trading and your journaling. Well, if I thought, okay, we're gonna have like smaller ranges, etc., and maybe seek and destroy or consolidation conditions because of the fact that it was a Tuesday, no news, we had Tesla, Google earnings after hours, you know. Then I have to adjust it where it's like, okay, if we took some initial sell side liquidity, I can't just enter for a continuation trade. I need to wait for the reaction to the fair value gap that took out that sell side, because it's like more likely then to go for reversal. It's more likely for an inverse fair value gap to work at that point because of the fact of seek and destroy. It's going to be high resistance conditions, right? Meaning like it's going to take sell side and then it's going to take buy side again, and then it's going to take sell side again, right? So then I have to adjust where, okay, I can't really be taking those like second confirmation entries, because at that point it's like the liquidity is already taken. The first liquidity was taken, right? So instead I have to take like an SMR entry, just like an inverse fair value gap or a fair value gap at the extreme of the range. Hopefully that made sense to some people, but maybe I'll make a video about that to like sort of exemplify what I kind of realized there. Anyway, I'm taking micros again today if I do. Thank you for the donation. What's the biggest lesson you learned this month? It's a good question. It's July. The biggest lesson, I kind of already knew this one, but the best one that sort of always confirms things for me is knowing when to size down and knowing when to go back to regular sizing / size up a little bit, right? So, like I know the first week of the month, typically not my strong suit. And because there's typically no news on the first Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of the month until like NFP. And then your Thursday before NFP is typically not good. So, I'm typically not doing too well in those days. And so I always size down. And then, for CPI, I took mini contracts again. So I sized back, knowing, okay, large ranges and strong likelihood for continuation, right? I mean, no, reversals. So, that just always, I think that's just such a major part, is knowing when to size down and when to size back normal. Or, size back to regular risk. Because then, right, then you don't have to cut your risk then if you are already knowingly sizing down earlier, because then you didn't really lose much. You're very comfortable. More comfortable taking the trades that you might not be otherwise executing as well. It's so interesting. We just had a huge drop here at open. ES just went towards Friday's low there. Okay. So we didn't even attempt to fill this gap at all. I can't really do much here because we just kept dropping. I'll have to just wait for further price action here. Tough. We could totally come back down here. How many days did it take? This is what I love to do actually. Like the little measuring ruler. From here, it's like the same level to here. How many days did it take? 28 days. Okay. And then on the way down, took only 13 days. So it's what we call staircase up, elevator down. That's why a lot of people do enjoy shorting more, I think, because it's just faster. You get your results faster, and it's more of an adrenaline rush, I suppose, because the price action moves faster. Something to take note, though. Someone said they just blew their account. I'm sorry. Someone said he has going previous week low then up only. I guess we'll find out, right? If it does that, I want at least a 5-minute market structure shift, pretty much. But you see, we'll find out here. So at that point, it would have to go here for me to really care about it, or make another swing high. If it's hitting a weekly level, I need something on I'll participate on a larger time frame, I guess. But again, now I'm thinking about what I said earlier. Oh yeah, I want an inversion near the low, and that's sort of what it will be. Maybe I'll actually look for an inversion. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what is DXY doing? LOL. Took those equal highs into the daily fair value gap at London. Yeah, I guess London session really had a good time. Who traded London here? I gotta lock in. Who's ready to lock in this week? Lock in. Ba-da-da-dum, really just freaking huge drop there on the 15. Wild, wild. So what was London session? Kind of like Luther's 6 p.m. open was here. Actually, really Asia was what really expanded. Huge. How much lower did that go? Just straight up at open, just a drop. 100 points. So on the daily, let's see that daily candle. Small body candle yesterday, large one today. I anticipate another larger one tomorrow, a large one. Okay. 329 points. So how do you think that this daily candle's gonna end? Is the question. I don't think that it's going to end above Friday's low. I would actually like it to close below Friday's low to have another continuation day tomorrow. It would be great for that. We could go into here. I don't see why not. And where's ES? Okay, that weekly fair value gap down here. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Last week, what was this range on ES? 177 points. So far this week, we moved about half of that, 99 points. We have another 57 points to go till that. Yeah, so on the daily, yeah, I would like it to close below this. So we could go for this area. It is. That could be a roadblock though, since it's not just like a clean, busy like this. There's a bunch of price action that happened in here, right? And here we have this 4-hour fair value gap. We'll see how it reacts here, bottom of it. Flash order blocks here. We'll definitely have that marked out. I've seen where like hourly and 4-hour lows of fair value gaps have offered bounces. Really, yeah. See, it's rejecting Friday's low again. There's some people that play like this, the trade like this, where they'll wait for a breakthrough low and rejection, then they'll try to trade the continuations. Let's see here. Just gotta remain calm, lock in. Guys, I think I'm gonna start golfing. I feel like everyone golfs anyway in finance, so might as well. I was not chopped up during London. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just said earlier, like, it didn't really expand cleanly during London at all. I was just looking at it and I was like, actually, never mind. Take back what I say. It's not. This is London here. Really, Asia is what expanded. Maybe ES was a little cleaner, but not really. We're on the 5 here. What's going on here? Tesla's down 10%. That's what's going on because of earnings. So let's see. Damn, Tesla. And it's going lower. So it gapped down and it's continuing to go lower. I mean, there's not much support here. Or if we're looking at that. It's like here. Tesla could continue going lower, which would, cause NQ to continue lower too. How much lower are we? Are we on the negative 2% on the day? Yeah. That's tough because we don't really often even have 2% days. I think we finally had one for the first time in months on this day here. On that Wednesday. The day before CPI, which is odd, right? I remember that. How much more percent would it be if it came down to this level? Another 100 points. Let me see that. I don't even have my phone. I don't have my phone. Oh, here it is. What a stupid percentage calculation. You guys, you want to know something? I came back from Florida and I saw I had a bunch of packages because I was getting emails. I asked the front desk, hey, can I get my packages? This whole cart full of them. 11 packages. And I'm like, I don't remember ordering that many things, actually. I ordered a cutlery set from Williams-Sonoma. 4 of those packages were a box this big. You know what was inside? 1 salad fork in each of the 4 packages. Like, what? Thanks for making me look like crazy shopaholic in front of my doorman, I guess. The Prime Day wasn't even what got. I mean, I got a Broomba for Prime Day, actually. You guys are short. And this is the news. I mean, I'm not. I can definitely see this working out, but I can't do it because just shorting at a discount, I wouldn't know what it could potentially retrace up here. This wouldn't be a good enough stop for me, even though Tesla's super weak and probably going for here. And you could potentially have that continuation trade there. As it's going. I could just tape read it for you guys. Maybe someone else is like, that's my idea or something. I don't know. It's not really my prerogative today to be yeah. We just created a huge 15-minute. I mean, we'll see if this one is done. It is probably likely that this next 15-minute candle is also going to expand lower. I don't know. But I don't know. Rather than kind of stay here. If it does stay here, then cool. Then maybe I could use that 15-minute fair value gap as a potential area of interest to then look for a 1-minute retracement and a shift in it to go lower. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. See what happens. I'm not a fan of this. It just dumped that open. We already dumped overnight. We dumped again at open. Here's ES. It hit that H4 low. I'll have an alert if ES potentially comes back above Friday's low. Daily fair value gap. Why are you talking like that? I don't know what I'm talking like. Sue me. Sing-songy. I saw something funny that they're like Brazilians talk like they're singing. It was kind of funny. I'm not Brazilian though, but I saw a funny Instagram reel about that. Do do do. Tanya, are you seeing a psychologist? What a great question. Diagnose me in the chat. What am I drinking? Water. Am I Russian? No. How do you look good today? Good sleep? Yeah, I got good sleep, thank you. And the day before, yesterday, I did not get good sleep. What Tanya, can you explain what is not an order block and why? If it doesn't take liquidity, I don't really consider it like a strong order block. Know what I'm saying? Look how it's like rejecting and staying in the lower half of this. This is not, even if it inverted this and created an inversion fair value gap, this would not be like a strong one. In fact, it does look like it wants to do the continuation. During 950 macro to 1010 maybe. She's crazy. Are you seeing a psychologist? Even if I was, none of your business. Or are you offering to be my psychologist? What's going on here on Q? Let me look at ES as well. Yeah, ES is dropping more. ES dropping more than NQ at this point, because NQ is like still in this range right now. How much is ES down today? 1.21%. Okay. So it's likely NQ does follow ES to the downside. I don't know, you guys. I'm not on anything. I'd rather tape read this, really. The 30-second. I just feel very uncomfortable to be involved in a trade here. Let's see. Let's see the 15-minute here, actually. There's 4 minutes left in it. It's pretty much at the opening of that candle. ES is 15-minute expanded more. Yeah, so I wonder if this is going to start expanding in the last 5 minutes of the 15-minute candle. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. It's just not, it's not my cup of tea, because we expanded during London. We had another expansion. We have larger news tomorrow. I'll just be happy to tape read it and seeing, okay, it rejected from here. Then you could have, for sure, probably switched to 30-second during the macro, but it's okay. Not really something I wanted to hold through, anyway. I wouldn't have felt so comfortable. I mean, I probably could have put the stop there. It's okay. The second 15-minute candle today is expanding. We'll see if it does hit here. Which is like we do have another 4-hour FEG here. Sort of no support there. This is a daily low. Wednesday's low. And where's that weekly? It's not on, okay. It's not on NQ, it's on ES, the weekly should be. Back to the 30-second here. We broke new low of day with that one. Let's mark that one out. Broke new low of day with a fair value gap during the macro. What did the 1 minute look like there? 1 minute fair value gap, broke the low. See how it reacts to that. What's ES doing now? Kind of just free falling. Free falling. Free falling. 'Cause I'm free. Free falling. Yeah, pretty clean rejection there. I'm fine with just tape reading it. Kind of just not in the mindset today. It's tough. It's just tough when there's no Judas at the open. Right? Unless you just counted this tiny little thing. I guess you could have. Back into that Sibby. I mean, Bissy. Back into that fair value gap, whatever. Okay. And Q. How much is she down today? 2.15%. I just want to see what would have that been if I wasn't 1.6 R. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I probably would have done that. Like, that would have, if I would have taken the trade. But I did not because I was like, I don't want to participate. And with a 33-point stop, I would have to take I was going to take micros anyway. Cool. I would rather really take an extreme of the range inversion, but there's nothing really that's clean here. Yeah, there's no fair value gap near the lows or anything to do that with. So. And also, that would be counter trend trading. I think tomorrow is probably, I just know my strong suits. I really do think probably tomorrow, as long as it's closed below this, and I think it will, probably have another down day in store. And then hopefully it gives a cleaner Judas type of thing. As of right now, I've been sitting on my hands. because really London expanded and I didn't really think that we were going to have cleaner runs. So let's see. What are you doing, ES? I'm just really trying to frame a trade, and ES, right? ES does have like this weekly fair value gap, but I'll be surprised if we get there today, you know? Tesla's down 12%. Makes sense as it is reaching this area. So that probably I could have used for my narrative during 950 macro, but it's just too hard for me to do mentally. Still, yeah, lower action for this week. It's just a matter of, framing your trade. Kind of do like some measurements maybe. Of on the higher time frame, maybe we'll see any correlations with that. Okay. Let's see if anything matches up. So from here to here. Okay. That's decent actually. That lines up a little bit with these lows. Or it lines up with that imbalance. Is that the low? Yeah. Okay. How much did we move on this weekly candle so far? $615 points. The week before that, we moved 1,100 points. Okay. I feel like this week there's going to be some crazy news, more crazy news that's going to be dropping, like worldwide, to shake up the markets. I wouldn't be surprised. Overall very weak. We'll see on ES. What's that same thing look like, right? I'm just measuring like the manipulation, like the leg of that started that move to all-time highs essentially. So on here it's way different. See the cleaner on the hourly. Yeah, I'd probably do that from here to here. Okay. This one lines up with this pretty well. There begs the question, is like today just gonna be straight down day like this? Like just First, every single 5-minute candle has been down closed on ES. I can definitely see, NQ retracing up into this area again. Where was Friday's low on NQ? Why did I delete that? Okay. Are there any more earnings today? I don't think so. I think the next earnings are going to be in August. Let's see. What I do use is something called Earnings Whisperer. Earnings Whispers, Earnings Calendar. Someone had asked earlier. You can also check their Twitter, but I'm just looking through all of their... Yeah, I can really... I can't frame a trade right now for continuation. I wouldn't be surprised if it sort of consolidates here and sort of maybe grinds lower back up into this 15-minute FEG. Later on. But I don't know. It also continue. It's difficult when this is actually in the mentorship, or maybe it's in a... I kind of want to pull out my notes. Mentorship notes from 2022. There was a day also that it just completely just lower and lower, no retracements, just from discount to discount to discount. Yeah. Right here. And I have shared this for free, my notes, but let's see what day that was. Episode 21. It's like he was anticipating a Judas swing that day, actually. And we didn't rally above any opening prices. We were extremely bearish, and sometimes we won't get any short-term rallies. They'll just stay heavy. You can either get in find little small pockets of imbalance, just sort of what I had pointed out. or you miss the move entirely. These types of moves are going to be very frustrating if you're new. Sometimes the markets are simply too heavy. They're not going to rally for you. So that's probably April 26th of 2022. If you want to look back on more back testing. It's so true. And I'm not really going to be trying to. Actually, I'm not looking for reversals today. Just by narrative's sake, right? You still have more targets to the downside. It's the middle of the week. I don't expect today to be like that. It's just hard because after it hits your targets, it's like to find another target is pretty difficult. Let's see ES. ES has been way heavier. Right, we do have that thing I marked out. We already moved down so much, but it went down 1.5%. That's just, yeah, it is difficult because it's like, oh, if you're shorting in a little imbalance and a discount, and you have to then accept that risk of it could potentially have that short-term rally then and stop you out. So it's either you do that or you just wait for a setup where you're more comfortable, which is what I'm doing. Because, I've it's even harder to do that in front of thousands of people. And if I took it, they would clowning me all the time, but whatever. I have a mental game coach, actually. I have like a trading coach. Just to review performance, not really the method, but like how I engage with the markets, how I felt comfortable, etc. And what day was it? I don't know. There was a day last week where I had like a 120-point move, but I did not feel happy. It was very difficult. I had so much mental resistance to it. And I wasn't happy with my performance, but then after reviewing it, it's like you still stuck with the trade even with all of it. So that's not bad. The 5. We'll just continue. It's hard when you have just these heavy days. It is. Because look at all this like trendline liquidity. It could randomly just have a rally up to like whatever here-ish. I don't know. Is there any other sell side there that was relevant? No. So it's bleeding. I'll see. Could still maybe find a trade. You never know. That's just tough because then, if you put your stop there, it can randomly just rally there. Maybe I'll wait for another macro, but right now, probably the really the only trade that I saw was during the 950 macro and anticipating the second 15-minute candle to be an expansion lower rather than just sitting around. But that's basically it. I mean, NQ, see all these, it's very lethargic. All these fair value gaps are getting respected. All these ones in discounts. I don't know. And I'm fine with it. I don't feel any kind of FOMO. Like I said, it, like we had read in my notes. Maybe I'll put up my notes in the chat. I'm sure people are asking. I have free notes in the chat. It's like 42 pages long. Switching to just watching the ES, I don't know. On the daily for ES, do you guys anticipate this to get taken out? I don't know. I wouldn't. For me, I would love it to not wick it and leave it for tomorrow, please. But it's not been leaving things for, it hasn't been. Let me think. A few times where I was like, oh, maybe tomorrow, and then it happens the same day. Or maybe next week. What was I saying about NQ? Because I was going on vacation, though. I went on vacation to Florida just for a few days. Where I was like, on Thursday, right? I said, oh, we could probably, hopefully, go for these lows then next week. But, did it on Friday. Yeah, I don't want to get involved right now because you can just consolidate. And I can just get messed up. Let me just consolidate, like, annoyingly. Yeah. And I would not get involved in the IFDG here because there's not, I can't see any significant, like, sell side it took out or anything, and you need context for that. Right? We're sort of just, like, in the middle of this. And plus, it's so lethargic. I'm not, like, I don't want, and the way that if it does inverse it, the way that it's doing it is really lethargic, and you don't want to get involved. You want to be involved in energetic moves, right? So, that's my humble opinion. Look at NQ. Another fair value gap and discount. It's struggling to even retrace to anything. I'll see what's up at 10:50. Right now, I have not taken a trade yet today, you guys. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it if I don't. But I'll keep looking. But like I said, it's hard when London already expanded. Yeah. When start PM session? Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll stream again the PM session today. I don't know. I need to think about that. I feel like for me, if I do the PM session, it's gonna be. I like to just. I have to see what the price looks like at like 1 p.m. or noon, really. This is Tesla. I think Tesla is reaching here on the 4-hour. Let's retrace on the 15. Probably gets lower. And probably adds then. Probably NQ gets lower too then. Decisions to be made. I don't know. Like for NQ, I can't frame a target right now for it if I were to go short, right? It would be different if I could frame the target. If I found some sort of standard deviation. Right, because from here to here, I'm sure we already hit 4. Yeah, we hit 4. 4 standard deviations. 4.5 too. It's just like we expanded so much where I can't comfortably short. Yeah, I would like to see a retracement to the 15-minute fair value gap later in the day, maybe. And then see what happens here, but let me see how far we are from that. Like 80 points away. And I would probably anticipate that had that happen after 1:30. Yeah, like I had said earlier, that the way that this inversion got happened is not a good one. So, and you see it did break it the other way first. So. No shifts to the upside either. I really think that what's going to happen is, well, it doesn't matter what I think, but what I anticipate is perhaps like a trading plan. Slow grind up back to 15-minute fair value gap or something like that. And then look for a 1-minute structure shift. Like, the question is though, like, are we going to even have continuation in the afternoon when we have 8:30 news on Thursday, Friday? Well, structure will tell us. Maybe some people took the shorts though, even though I didn't feel comfortable doing so in front of 2,000 people. Cheers to you if you ended up taking that 1-minute fair value gap or 30-second fair value gap. Let's think about this. And streaming does actually help me in that regard, where maybe, maybe here and there I won't take a trade because I feel too much pressure for it, or I feel like, if it goes the other way, people are going to really roast me, etc. But then I would say most of the time it helps me be more strict and remain patient. I would say most of the time, because then sometimes yesterday, you guys, I got chopped up in the afternoon. Not good. Definitely overtraded yesterday. And it's funny because I should have just walked away. It's bad. I didn't follow what I said to myself, where I was like, I don't think that we'll have much to do with Tesla's earnings after hours. You see now the market moves so much because of Tesla dropping. What's up, Ancient Kushite? It's all good. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, you see Tesla drops so much, and that was the catalyst. Let me see. Profit margins dropped to. Okay. That's a funny headline. Is Tesla stock having an identity crisis? Doesn't really matter what the news says. I don't really read the news, because you do have structure. I think structure precedes the news, but the news can just provide catalysts for sure. I was just wondering, I guess. Okay. I love that. I love that sound. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for the donation. I remember earlier, do you guys remember like a couple months ago when I had a different sound and it actually scared me every time? It literally scared me. My girl, just trading based on structure is kind of problematic at times. Yeah, I know. So you need narrative too, but I was just saying, don't need to read what the news says exactly. Just need to know, like, there is bad news. That's Tesla. Tesla did retrace into a 15-minute FEG in discount, though. I wonder if it goes to new low of day. Because it does have this imbalance to fill. Yeah, and Q been consolidating for the past 20 minutes here or so. This is pretty ugly here. Definitely stay safe. The hardest thing is when there's no retracements. Even I don't even know if the afternoon will give you one. Maybe it'll just consolidate ugly. That's why if I'm going to try like an afternoon trade, I'll like really demand clean displacements, clean breaks and fair value gaps. So yeah, I didn't really anticipate sharp drop like that. Maybe Tesla really gave a clue. Tesla looks like a market maker sell model. NQ does also, right? Because we headed for this. We headed for here on Thursday with CPI, and I took off my short there. And then we had, further weakness. This was Sunday. So now we could actually get to here, yeah. We're definitely living in volatile times right now because the ATR, the average true range, is increased. So you really have to embrace it in the terms of maybe my stops will be larger, right? There's been a couple times the stops have been pretty wide, like 37 points. But I know that if I'm entering, for example, on a 3-minute or a 5-minute, it's going to be a wider stop. Not just with that, but the volatility is going to be increasing with all these changes, even in politics, right? Like that always increases volatility, with these crazy things happening. The Trump assassination attempt, Biden dropping out of the race, now Kamala Harris is the candidate. Biden's sick, right? We haven't even heard he has COVID. We haven't even seen him. And the rumors on Twitter are that he's in bad shape. So, if there's news that the president has died, then that's going to really inject volatility into the marketplace. Plus, you have all these Israel and Palestine relations and the Ukrainian ones. We haven't heard about that a little bit, but anytime a news headline can just drop, and you could use that for just framing whether or not there'll be a large range day. Today, we already expanded a lot. I didn't really anticipate us to continuing like that. but it's totally fine for me to miss that. So there's always another trade, but I'm preparing my mind now for more volatility. Definitely think there's more downside. Kind of think I'll probably only be shorting for the next few days. I don't know. It depends, but sometimes if I think that there's a higher time frame draw and liquidity lower, it's just going to be easier to be in line with it. Yeah, we see Tesla. Is Tesla? I mean, NQ's near the lows of the day. What about Tesla? Yeah, rejected. It's dripping lower. I hope I kept people safe from, trying longs at least. Right? The 3, yeah. It's respecting pretty much every, order block, fair value gap. Low resistance run today. Okay. Okay. NFP week is next week. Armin says there's people offering me some. I'm sorry. My bottle fell on the floor. I'm so sorry. God help me. I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm actually a pretty clumsy person. I run into furniture. I have a lot of bruises on my legs. I bruise easily. And even though I really try not to, because it does not look nice. And I don't like when people keep asking me what happened. So I don't remember. I don't know. It wasn't anything crazy. It's just I bruise easy. It's probably like a door handle. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, if I try to hold open a door with, my leg or something on the door handle, pretty sure that's gonna leave a bruise or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a clumsy person. I don't even know if I say clumsy. Whatever. Why are you looking at Tesla? Tesla was the leader in the marketplace for the past, 2 weeks ago. And now we had Tesla earnings, and that's pretty much was the catalyst for the large drop. Because Tesla gapped down 10% and is now down 12%. So it went down another 2%. You can use that for sentiment and narrative. That's what I do. As well as NVIDIA, right? So NVIDIA, let me see NVIDIA. Someone said there's no point in watching a slow meltdown. That's funny though. I'm kind of just using it for sentiment, for narrative, since I trade the Nasdaq. Okay, Nvidia's down 3.5%. Let's see the heat map right now. It's probably all bloody red, right? And that kind of just makes me think like, okay, why would I try longs on a day that's so heavy like this, you know? I wouldn't try longs today. See all this. This is tech. Google down 3.5. Let's slow down, you know. This is a little delayed. But you get the gist from it, essentially. Call your parent. Call your mom. We're all bloody red today. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna take a trade because we're really just dripping lower. It's just really hard for me to frame it, like I kept saying. Order block. Sure, like, I don't know. 2 minutes. Yeah. What was that one? Yeah, this is the one that took liquidity anyway. It's a slow bleed. I think tomorrow will probably be better. Better environment or better prepared, either or. Because today I'm really no trade for me today. You know, I'm not gonna even wait for 1050 macro because I'm just like, I'm not going to do. Chances are I'm not going to take a reversal. It's so lethargic, right? Right. It's just a 1 minute. It's not taking any significant low of fair value gap for me to even anticipate it inversing. And for the short side, it's like, I don't know, like I would have to frame this very large, almost a swing type trade. I don't know. Yeah. Right? I don't really want to do like scalping. Right? It's just like, just stay safe on not trying the reversals is good enough for me, at least. Staying safe, not trying the longs. But yeah, it's just continuing to bleed. We're already down like 491 points. That's insane, actually. When the average is like 310 points a day. So that's my thought process on why I'm probably not going to trade the rest of the session here. I'm probably going to, I'm going to call the stream here. No trades, but, you know, staying safe, I guess. I hope everyone else is staying safe. We are living in crazy times for sure. And I'll see you back here for sure tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. I'm not too sure. I probably won't trade the afternoon, actually. So I'll see you here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Bye, guys. Love you.